Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm WR Hamilton, and with me tonight we've got Easy Eye Dave.
Hello, people.
And today is the Tequila Division Round 5 for the Whisky Racing League, round Circuit de Catalunya. One shot qualifying, and as far as I'm aware, safety car is in play today. Yeah?
Yep.
Safety cars in play? Yeah.
It's
So we've got
tomorrow,
safety
so
car today as well. So, yeah, hopefully we'll have a good race. We'll give you the feed from the one-shot qualifying. Let's see who we got.
yeah. Let's see who we're gonna watch for now.
At the moment, I'm currently on with the championship leader, Mew. Currently in P5 at the moment. He takes a very narrow line through that corner, through turn 4 to turn 5 now. He's currently sitting in 5th place, only half a tenth from the lead. So he tackles the bank chicane.
Yeah, Speed
Holds the
Razor
car nicely.
driving at the same position. For now, it seems like White Swings is
5th.
battling for first and second with Jansengak. Yeah, they're all on top of each other. It's on every skiing point. 0-0.
White Sphinx still currently has the lead at the moment. Going into the final corner. It's on the power quite nicely. DRS wide open. And that's White Sphinx in first place with a 19.9. Pretty strong lap from White Sphinx. And his teammate, unfortunately, down in P11. And officially Bjorn, has looks like he's had a bit of trouble. He's got a bit of gravel on his tyres still. He's had a bit of an issue there. That would explain why Mew was down in P4. He was on the mediums, so he's starting on the mediums, and he's only what's that, 2/10 behind the lead. So he's going to be in a very strong position for the race.
Yeah. But Mayo again on the medium compound, same as Brazilian.
I've noticed that with Gisilian always seems to qualify on the harder compound tyre to try and have an advantage in the second half of the race when fuel is lower, so his car will be a lot faster than everyone else around him. We'll see how this plays out. It's an interesting strategy by Gisilian, and he's been sticking to it throughout the season so far. So, while we're here and we're waiting, Dave, do you have any predictions for this for the first race in Spain today?
Yeah, I see we got again one new driver in the competition. And yeah, we got some pretty close people in the front, like Ryan to our male White Swings. They showing really good pace.
We had a driver join midway through qualifying, Freak Fire 12. I don't know if you're aware that he's meant to be here or not.
I don't know.
Well, I'm assuming so, because the lobby's on invite only, isn't it, Dave? So
No, it's on friends only. But
it's
the
on friends
lobby
only.
was limited to the maximum amount of players.
And it's lights out and away we go for the first race of the Spanish Grand Prix. And White Sphinx has got a terrible start, and he's been overtaken by the McLaren. He's also been overtaken by 2 Hour Brian. Is he going to lose another position? Oh, Mew's gone into the wall! Oh, Mew's gone into the wall. Sphinx has gone round. He's hit the wall. Oh. Trying to see who that was. Oh, he got tangled with the Haas of Jason.
Going wide.
Mew not in a very good way right now. Scottish dude, he seems to be having an issue. Does he have any wing damage? He's going really wide. He's gone well wide there. He's not having a good day today in Spain.
Scottish.
Be careful on that power, Scottish, otherwise you're going to lose it up here.
Speed Razor.
And he's lost it again. He's hit the wall. He's lost his wing. Oh, we've got a lot of drivers going off here. Officially, Bjorn's just gone off into the gravel. Mew's making up paces because drivers around him are just making mistakes.
That wasn't a nice camera angle we got there.
Brazilian's made his way up into 4th. And as it stands, the race leader is Speed Razor in the McLaren. It's good to see a McLaren back at the front of the field again. I'll tell you what,
really
as a McLaren fan myself,
to our brand.
this is like all this right here is like all my hopes and dreams in one night. Watching a McLaren be at the front of watching the McLaren lead in the pack. But he's got 2 Hour Brian all over the back of him. As it stands, as we know with 2 Hour Brian's pace, I'd have to say he's probably the favourite to win the race tonight. Well, the first race anyway. Oh, he gets a bit slidey down the exit at the final corner. He's tucked into the slipstream.
At the exit, but
yeah, he's still tucking into the slipstream though. Speed Razor's gone defensive. 2 Hour Brian's going to try and have to wing it around the outside. He's going to try for a switchback to go around the outside again. He just hasn't got the grip around the outside there. And they're coming up to a back mark already, which is Scottish dude on lap 2. Scottish dude must be aware of the blue flags, of course.
Oh,
he's just gone wide.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not having a good race today. Hopefully in the next race he can bring that back up and hopefully have another shot of getting some decent points today. 2 Hour Brian following Speed Razor constantly, still in the DRS. And behind this we have, wow, Dave, you're Dutch, do you want to attempt to pronounce that in 3rd place? I don't have a clue.
Yeah, just call him Diamond.
Diamond, okay, got ya, roger. I don't have a clue, mate, cheers for that. So we've got Diamond in P3. Behind him is 2 Hour Brian's teammate Jazillion in P4. So this is a great race for Renault so far here in Spain. The 2 Renault drivers looking really strong here in Spain. It's good to see. Of course, Jazillion is on the alternative strategy to Diamond as well. So later on in the race, Jazillion will have the advantage.
Yeah, let's work our way through the field for a second. 5th place, we got Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny. He had a great race last time. He had 2 great races last week in Russia. And as it stands, it looks like he's having another fantastic race for himself tonight. Further down the field, we've got the Social Mew in the Ferrari, I believe. Yes, that's right. He was my reserve teammate for me in Russia. last week on Thursday. Very nice chap, and he seems to he seems quite competitive here. So he's sitting in a relatively quite strong P6. Oh, hello.
Some cars getting close here.
We got a McLaren here. We got a McLaren here. Who was that? I think that was trying to look down the grid to see who the other McLaren was.
Oh, and to our Brian.
Officially
now
Bjorn.
in front of Speed Racer.
Oh really? Oh my god,
So
we got a massive battle
overtake.
here. Massive battle here. White Sphinx, Freak Fire, and Jason Eck all fighting for P12. Oh, I'll tell a lie. I am chatting crap. White Sphinx. Who is he battling there? Oh, officially Bjorn is having a torrid time. He is really struggling in P15 right here.
Yeah, I believe that there are some left cars because far off each other. Mail now set back on 43 seconds behind the leader.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. 2 Hour Brian is he's opening up the gap now to Speed Razor. It appears that Diamond is opening the gap on
White
Brazilian
Sphinx
as well.
has left the session. That's not what we want to see.
Was that?
Yeah, Brazilian in 4th place now. Diamond in 3rd. Speed Racer in 2nd.
His car is still going round. I'll see if he's been disconnected. What I'll do is so I can invite him from here. White Sphinx. No, I can't actually because he's no longer here, so I can't invite him. I'm sure Eric will do it considering he's in the party with those guys, I think, so.
Yeah, to our Brian still in the lead. But Speed Racer is keeping up.
It's good to see that. It's good to see that in some of the races that we've had, it has always been one driver just pulling away from the entire field, and you know, maybe occasionally being caught towards the end of the race. But here's it's a pretty tight battle here around Spain, especially with the new driver, Speed Razor. He's shown to be really competitive in this division, which is good to see. And White Sphinx is back, thank God. It's good to see.
Yeah, it seems Brazilian is getting closer to Diamond.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit closer. The gap has gotten smaller since the last time I looked. And surprisingly, they're not that far off the leader either. They're only 11 seconds. Whereas beforehand, in a lot of the races so far, they'd be like nearly 15, 20 seconds. Further back, we've got the Social Mute in the Ferrari in his debut race here. Or, I believe it's his debut race anyway, for this division.
To our Brian, just in the pit now. Going for the medium compound.
Pneumatic, who was literally just behind Social Mute, has just gone into the pit lane. Although that looked like speeding in the pit lane. Let me just check. Nope, all clear. And Pneumatic's gone onto the medium compound tyre. Oh, he's held in the pits. Oh, and he's away, Mew down in 8th. He's not having a great race today. He's on the hard compound tyres. I think Mew's already accepted the fact that he's not going to win this race. Well, the first round of Spain, he's not going to win this round. So he's just trying to collect as many points as he can.
Yeah, he really needs those points. So he's now probably, hopefully, controlling his pace. So he's gonna finish.
I'm going to keep an eye on 2 Hour Brian. Looks like he's being held up a lot here by the social mute.
I see another one.
But he still, but he still comes out ahead of.
Brian gained some time there.
Yeah, he's gained a lot of time on Speed Razor. As it stands, we've got the social mute in P3, but he's yet to stop to go onto the soft compound tyres. But he started on the mediums, so hopefully he can have a good pit stop.
Are you sure he started on the mediums? Because I thought only one on mediums was Neo.
Let me
but
just.
if he started outside,
let me just double check. Let me just double check.
He started outside the top 10. Okay, then he could.
He hasn't made a stop yet, so he must have started outside the top 10. He hasn't made a stop yet, and he's on their mediums. He started in P14. So from P14, at the moment he's in P3. Still yet to make a stop. This is a relatively good drive from the social mute in the Ferrari. Although he's got Speed Razor all over the back of him at the moment.
Yeah,
Will Speed Razor try to make a move? Oh, there's a bit of lag there, bit of lag between Speed Razor and the social mute there. Oh, you can see the lack of grip that social mute has round that corner. Speed Razor go for the move, notes. Social mute cuts him off. Yeah, so Speed Razor's getting held up a lot here from the social mute. 2 Hour Brian is just pulling away. But the thing is, social mute doesn't have to give the place. This is all for position. DRS wide open. Will he try and make a move down at the hairpin? He's making a move down at the hairpin. Nope. Speed Razor can't get it. Yeah, he's losing a lot of time here. Speed, social mute into the pits.
Going to the pit.
Soft compound tyres. Is this going to be a good stop? Oh, he's held up a little bit at the lights, but it was definitely a lot better than some of the other pit stops that I've seen today. Where's Pneumatic at? Because he was the man who was
coming on the
racing
straight right
beforehand.
now. Mail was gonna stay in the back of social mute. And Mail didn't stop.
The thing is
either,
here, so
Mail has to stop.
you sure?
Yeah, he started on the medium.
He has made it. No, he started on the medium. He's now on the hards. He made a stop at the. Yeah, he made a stop lap 1. Made a pit stop at lap 1 because he lost his wing.
Let's see. Yes, 2-hour Brian in the lead. Followed by Speed Razor at 5.8 seconds.
Yeah, Speed Razor lost a lot of time stuck behind Social Mute, but Social Mute didn't have to let him go. It was all for position. He wasn't getting blue flagged, so he was allowed to defend. That was his right.
Brazilian pitted for the soft and is now in 3rd place.
Yep, he's in P3, so this is a strong showing by the Renaults today.
Diamond in 4th.
This is Diamond's first race with us, I believe. This is his debut race in 4th, so that's a really good showing from him.
Yeah, Mail and Social Mute still together at 5 and 6. Ooh, Mail going a little bit wide there.
What's the gap between Social Mute and Diamond, I wonder? It's roughly around 8 seconds.
Yeah, in 7th we got Kane. And 8th Janssen.
Oh, Scottish Dude has left.
9. Freak Fire in 10th.
Scottish Dude out of the race?
Doing 11th.
I didn't see him.
12th we got Finney.
Got stop and go,
13,
speeding with
Mr.
pit
Crowley.
lane. Oh yes, Scottish Dude got
White
terminal
swings on
damage at lap
14th
5.
place.
Yeah, it's not a strong showing from Sphinx
Swings
today.
is sliding all over the
He had-
place.
Yeah, White Sphinx had pole as well. He started the race. He started the race on pole position and then down in a lowly 14th. Oh, 2-hour Brian on the back of some back markers here. Back marker of a Force India of Mr. Crime Neck. Oh, what's happened to Vinny? What has happened to Vinny? Vinny's all the way down in 12th.
Yeah, Speed Razor still 5 seconds behind the overal. Ooh, Brazilian on the back of Diamond on the straight, the arse open. It's not gonna make it.
All Mew pulls out to the left-hand side of Social Mew, trying to bring it all the way around the outside. Oh, he's forced Social Mew out there. That's it's a bit cheeky by Mew there, I think.
Yeah,
Very
I saw a little
cheeky.
bit of contact between Brazilian too. Ooh, Brazilian going extremely wide there.
He's gone wide again. He's not knocking them softs by the looks of things.
White Swings has left the session again.
Not really much going on with these dying laps here. A lot of cars here between
Yeah, I'm now
P8,
at 10.
P9,
10,
P10,
yeah.
P7 as well. Not just up the road.
That isn't that good.
Oh, Asmir and Vinny. Asmir and Vinny. Ooh.
Yeah, Pneumatic and Kingdom are so close together.
Well, King getting a bit on the gravel there on the exit, the final corner. He's got the DRS wide open. He's going to pull out over to the right. Yeah, he has. He's gone down the inside of turn one. Oh, he's just made the call. He's gone wide. It's gone very wide. Yeah, he realised that's an illegal overtake. He's had to. He's realised that was an illegal overtake, and he's given the place back. So that's good from Kingen. Zillion has now gotten away from Diamond. Mew is back up into P5. Pretty solid drive from him so far. After being knocked all the way back down to last, having to make a pit stop on lap 1. And he's took them hards all the way to the end pretty much, so solid drive from you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the leader. Last lap to our Brian again with the gap. We'll win.
Yeah, come around the final chicane now. Into the final corner. And that is a very, very strong win for 2 Hour Brian in the first round around Spain.
Yes.
Second place goes to Speed Razor on his debut. Big well done to him.
Third place, Brazilian.
Yeah, Jazillion come around the last couple of corners now.
Diamond.
Good drive from Jazillion there. Diamond in 4th. Mew and Socia Mew in 5th and 6th. Jansen Gek.
Yep.
This is debut as well in the Haas.
I believe so.
I believe it is. And a strong 7th place on his debut. Very good. Freak Fire 12. I have no idea who he is, but he must be someone in the Ferrari crossing the line in P8.
A little bit of lag with the Ferrari.
Matic, the Canadian and the American car in 8th. That was a pretty solid drive from a lot of the drivers there. I think we'll have a bit of a soap period there. Oh, Jazillion didn't get 3rd. It was the Mercedes of Diamond that ended up getting 3rd in the end due to penalties.
Oh, due to penalties.
Oh, yep. So, right, as it stands, we have 2 Hour on with the win, Speed Razor in second, Diamond moving up to third because of Gisilian's penalties. Mew, strong drive back from last place back up into fifth after his incident on lap 1. Social Mew in a strong P6 after starting in P14. Great drive from him. And the 2 Husses in 7th and 8th. Very strong. Very impressive
Yeah, you're right,
for the
John.
first race.
We got
Right, round 2. Bit of a hold up, but we're finally here. Oh, officially Bjorn is really having trouble on this track.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the front row. Seems like male king. Yeah, they are all close together. Yeah, it seems that Speed Razor is doing the pole position.
Mew's changed up his strategy. He's on the softs.
Yeah, it's gonna get really close. They're not
Only 2/10 between the pole and Mew.
Yeah, Speed Razor in first, Male second, third Brian, fourth Jansen, fifth Social Mute, sixth Diamond, 7 Kingen, 8 Swings, 9 Pneumatic, 10 Brazilian, 11th Asmir, 12 Fanny, and 13th Mr. Krimnik. I can't go any faster. It's Fisher, Brian and Scottish. Scottish in last place.
Scottish is not having a great time around here, around this track. It seems that this seems to be one of his really weak tracks. He's been performing really well so far this season, and you know his performance today doesn't show his performance throughout the season so far. Sorry, mate, I'm kind of like texting and managing things at the same time as trying to do this. It's really difficult.
We need a time negotiation. 5 seconds remaining.
Yep, 2, 1. Here we go. Speed Razor on pole. And away we go. Oh, it's a bit of a hold up there. It's just be a hell of a better start for Speed Razor. Ooh, 2 Hour Brian tried to look up the outside of Mew there. Nice and clean through the first couple of corners, which was a lot better than the last round.
Oh, I see someone going away. I believe it's Sauber.
Oh, White Sphinx down in P12. He's having issues. King in P14. This isn't a good day for the Salvers today. Pneumatic in P8, defending from Vinny. There's Crimeneck in P10. The Social Mute up in a very strong P5. A bit of lag there from the Social Mute, but it's not too bad. Oh, he's tapped the back of Jason Gack. All nice and calm at the start here. We've got Mew all over the back of Speed Razor, with 2 Hour Brian following closely behind.
Yeah, Mew definitely wants to make up what he lost in the last race.
Oh, Mew's gone really wide there. Check out the DRS board. Jesus. It's a bit of squeaky bum time there for Mew. He's cut that massively. That's got to be a warning. Oh, Mew getting a huge tank slapper off that curb. He's now under threat from 2 Hour Brian. Two Hour Brian going around the outside of turn 1. Mew's going to have the inside line, the apex. He leaves the space. Oh, that's great driving from those two.
Yeah.
The two championship contenders going at hammer and tong around turns 1 and 2. But Mew coming out on top, showing why he's the championship leader in this division. Two Hour Brian going really wide there. Speed Razor getting a bit of a tank slapper, same as 2 Hour Brian, just behind Mew getting another tank slapper. That's better from Mew. Get a better run at the final corner.
Yeah, Scottish dude already 40 seconds behind.
2 Hour Brian with the DRS wide open. He's already passed him. Is Mew going to try and hang it around the inside? He does. Oh, that's great racing from Mew. Shuts the front door on 2 Hour Brian and still can't get past Mew. But with this battling, they're both losing time to Speed Razor, who's pulling away.
And he just did the fastest lap too. Nothing to worry about. He has his head down.
Social Mute in a very healthy P5, pulling away from the guys behind him.
Who's that in the grass again? Is that Scottish again?
That's Scottish.
That's
That's Scottish. Yes, it is. That's Scottish in the grass. Nearly took out the Ferrari driver of Social Mute. Social Mute was aware of the Toro Rosso on the grass. He's not having a good time on these around Spain.
Scottish dude retired from the session. Would you mind inviting him for the party, John?
Yes, I can.
So we can ask him what's happening. Because he was really performing strong this season. Yo,
Scottish dude, can you include your audio and please watch your language because you are live for WRL. Yeah, tick the box. Yeah. If you can include your audio in the party settings, mate, that would be grand.
Right, there you go.
Oh, happy days. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Scottish dude here, who's retired from both races so far here in Spain. So, Scottish, what actually happened, mate? Because from what we've seen and so far in the season, you've been really competitive, and today you're nowhere.
Aye, I know.
Don't want to sound nasty, but
no, you're right.
Yeah, it just seems that you didn't have the
just
pace, and you were struggling. It looks like you were struggling with the car a lot as well.
Aye, it was like black and white, wasn't it? No, I don't know. There's a couple of other folk going on about it down there as well. I'm doing simple turns and the car's losing control. It's just completely oversteering. To start with, I thought my first race, I've obviously put in the wet default settings for the Spanish track, but then I realised that I hadn't, and then when I done that again, then it just started spinning it again right away, and I thought, nah, this isn't right, this. You can, and apparently there's another couple of folks saying the same thing as well, but obviously I'm not going to blame that. I can't turn round and say, well, that's why it was, but it certainly didn't help anyway, that's for sure.
Do you feel that you've come here today with pretty much the wrong setup incline? Because like you said, it seemed that you were losing the car quite frequently, like the back end kept kicking out, so maybe something to do with your back, maybe you had too much rear ballast, and
what I'm going to
you
do
had way
now,
too much oversteer and just kept on losing the car.
When I leave Hughes, I'm just going to try the Australian setup, because that's always a good one, just to test out other tracks on, I reckon, and I'll just see how I get on with that. But honestly, like Ken, even like when I was putting the foot down, I was spinning out of traction, and that's it. I was using medium traction, and it still seemed to be spinning out easily. Again, I hope it's nothing to do with the fact that I've just not practiced as much this week. Because like I've been totally concentrating on project cars, but it's definitely not nothing to do with that. You know that yourself once it and I've got my new pedals as well. But that's not going to stop me if it's spinning out on a corner, is it? The way
No,
I
no.
was, you said yourself, kinda had come on so good, for so to have seen such a drastic loss in that, there was a wee bit more than that going on. I don't know, would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd agree. I think Dave would agree as well. I mean, like me and Dave was discussing, you were showing some really strong pace and you looked really competitive so far this season. And then today, you just seemed like a completely different driver. You were nowhere.
Aye, I
Um,
know,
but
I know.
Scottish, thanks for coming into the commentary box and
No
explain
bother, man.
and giving us your point of view of what
But
happened.
but what? Aye, but what I'm going to do is, as soon as I leave you here, man, I'm going to just go in Spain on my own, and try on just a different standard setup, and see how I get on with that. And again, what I mean, and maybe later on when you're finished doing all this and that, and I'll catch up with you again, I'll let you know how I got on, right?
Yeah, yeah, of
But
course,
listen,
mate.
guys, thanks
Just
again, Thanks again,
that's
man.
all right. Well, hopefully
At
we'll see
least
you
I had
next.
a
Hopefully
chance
we'll see you.
to.
Yeah,
Aye,
hopefully we'll
I say
see you
at least
next
I
week,
had
mate,
a.
and you'll have a better show. And
That's what I was saying. At
hopefully,
least I had a chance to explain myself.
yeah, of course, we're always going to get you in for things like this, mate. We'll do it with all the drivers as well. It's just there hasn't been many frequent times where we've had a driver retire from both
Uh,
sessions.
I
But
know, I
it's
know.
very,
There's a.
very unfortunate to see you go so early, mate. But
I know, I
hopefully,
know, I
hopefully
know.
next week.
What
Next
is
week is
next week?
Monaco.
Oh
Next
dear,
week is Monaco, so
oh
hopefully you'll
dear.
have a better show in there.
I'll hate to
Or
get
if
some
not,
tips off you for that, wouldn't I? What are you? What were
hopefully
you last time I spoke? 17th on time trial or something?
17th, yeah, in the top
17th, aye.
20.
Oh. Anyway, guys, right? I'll catch up with you, right? See you later on,
Yep.
Dave, my
Yeah, take
Thanks
it
a
pal.
easy,
lot,
Right,
mate.
Scottish.
right. Cheers, guys. To all of you.
See you there, buddy. Right, back to the race.
Yeah, to pack it together, Mayo defended the spot against to our O'Brien. Really pretty.
Yep.
Top 3 pit stopped right now. I believe top 5 or 6 already pit stopped right now.
Yeah, I can see Speed Razor. Mew's caught all the way back up to Speed Razor by the looks of things. He's all over the back of him. To our Brian, he's lost a bit of ground on the top two. Jace Janseniak still in P5, very strong. I think that's because the social Mew, he's currently in P1, but it's still yet to pit. I think he should have come in a lot earlier for the pit stop, because I think he's going to lose a lot of time to Jason Geck. Brazilian in P6. King England and White Sphinx have not had a great day today, have they, for the Saubers? They've had such a, like, the first two races were relatively really good and they look really competitive, but here they're like Scottish do, they're just nowhere. I think that Spain is slowing
white
down
again.
a lot of the drivers.
Yeah, it seems like Brian lost some time on Mail.
I'm just going to keep my eyes on social mute here because I'm assuming he's going to come into the pit. Yeah, he's coming into the pit now. Nice and safe on the brakes. Hit that pit limiter way before the line just to make sure he doesn't get a stop and go penalty. Very strong stop for the Ferrari team there. Now onto the mediums, but I believe Jansengeck has already passed social mute. He's lost a lot of time.
Vinny again, strong 7th position.
Is it me? Oh no, I completely had a mind fart there. It was, I thought Janssen was on the back of 2 Hour Brian there, but I think he's overtaken the lapped car of Asmir. Yes, that is right, yeah. Speed Razor has pulled a gap on Mew. And Mew
Diamond and 13 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what's happened to him? He's
Official
fell back.
wrong. 14th.
See what the time difference is between Janssen. 9 seconds between Janssen and Social Mute.
Yeah, Speed Razor doing a really good job.
Yeah, he's having a really
Keeping
good
the gap
drive
to
right
Mail.
now.
Brian seems to have gained some time again on Mail.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it's because Mew's losing pace in his tyres, whereas Brian has just been really consistent. I believe Brian's been matching his times every single lap, pretty much.
Yeah, Brian
let me
fast
just look.
now.
Yeah, Mew's been losing a lot of time on some laps. I mean, the lap before his last was a 123, whereas the one after that was then a 21.9. Although Mew's fuel light has just come on. Oh, it's now gone off again.
Mail straight to the defending line. A little bit of contact there.
Right, I'm just going to go down the penalties list quickly. Speed Razor, no warnings. Mew has got a penalty. 2 Hour Brian has got 1 warning. So as it stands, in theory, 2 Hour Brian is going to get 2nd place here at the moment. Janssengek, no warnings. Social Mute has got a penalty. Zillion, 1 warning. Vinny, no warnings. White Sphinx, he's got stop and go, which he's already served. Mag, 1 warning. Oh, 2 Hour Brian. Around the last corner on the inside. That was fantastic.
Yeah, really nice.
Although Mew's coming back at
This is
him.
a strong corner for Mew, so
Gonna try and get this. Oh, he tried to go for
nice.
a switch back there, but he got a bit of a tank slapper and lost a lot of speed.
Yeah, Jan Segak and Social Mute battling for it.
Are they battling now, are they?
Or not? No. It's Force India. He's driving the other Force India.
The other Force India
Mr.
is
Crimeneck.
Mr. Crimeneck. I was going to say he caught up to it. Social Mute must have caught up a lot because he was like nearly 11 seconds behind at one point. I think Speed
Ooh,
Razor
to
here
our
is coming
Brian
up to the
putting a
back
gap
of his.
on Mew now.
Yeah, he's pulled a massive gap on Mew. I think Speed Razor
He's
is coming
closing
up
the
to
gap to
lap his
Speed Razor.
teammate.
It's only 1.4. Ooh, only one lap to go. Let's see what
And,
the next time difference will be.
Speed Razor has come up to lap his teammate in the other McLaren. Will he get out of the way? That's the question. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. It was a bit of a dangerous way of getting out of the way.
Yeah, to our Brian just closed 7/10 on Razor. It's now only 7/10 behind him.
Always going to have the
So he
DRS.
has one more lap to do it.
Just watch on this battle for on the final lap. This battle for P1.
Yeah, Brian Woolley wants that 25 points, I believe, to reinforce his position in the Champions Leaderboard. Oh, lost some time there. He's using his fuel button. He's low on fuel.
Oh, he's very low on fuel. He's in the red. Right to our Brian, also in the red.
Yeah,
on the final
this is
corner.
Gonna be first victory for Speed Razor, followed by 2 Hour Brian.
2 Hour Brian posting the fastest lap of the race on the very last lap.
Whoa! Mel coming in fourth. Social Mute coming in for 5th place.
P5 running out of fuel across the line. Jazillion in P6 coming across the line now.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's Vinny.
Yes, Vinny.
7th place.
Then White Sphinx, he's a while back with his teammate King in behind him. Pneumatic, not the greatest race from him today in P10, but still a strong showing nonetheless. Diamond crossing the line in P12, of all places, after his strong showing in the first race. Asmir crossing the line in P13. So now it's just White Sphinx crossing the line in P8, and his teammate Kean following behind in P9. Finally Nomadic in P10. Overall, relatively very good performance. From all the drivers. Why is there a Haas on the podium? Oh, did Mew get bumped down to P4? Must have done. Yeah, Dave, I think you got bumped down to P4 there. Yeah, he has. He has. Wow. Dave, you there, buddy?
Yeah.
Ah, looks like I'm on my own. Oh, he's here.
It's
Yeah,
at least Speed Razor and Brian got a split first place.
Yep, split first place.
But Woody looking fast. I believe
We'll look at the
Male or Brazilian. So
it's Mew. Mew with 22.
Jansegek 1 point behind, and Brazilian 2 points behind. So it's Brian, Speed Razor, and Mew. You'll make sure they gonna join?
Yeah, I'm inviting them as we speak. Right, I've sent the relevant invites. So after a fantastic 2 rounds in Spain, we actually have a tie for the top spot today, and that goes to 2 Hour Brian and Speed Razor on his debut here with us at WRL for the Tequila division. So Brian, you've been here before, so we'll start off with you first. How did your 2 rounds go, buddy? Because it looked like you were right behind Speed Razor to clinch the entire 2 rounds, but each has had one on you in the final round.
Yeah, I was lucky that Mil made a mistake in the last corner, so then I got past him, and then I really had to pace because I pitted the lap later than Speed Racer and Mil, so I had the fresh tires, and then I gained a lot of on him, and yeah, unfortunately I couldn't. I wouldn't dive bomb him, so I didn't. But it was. Clearly, it were 2 great races, really nice battles included, so yeah, I liked it a lot.
Are you happy now that you've got another driver besides Mew challenging you for wins?
Yeah, it's more exciting. Yeah, sure it is.
Absolutely, it's definitely exciting, and definitely more exciting for us as well. When there was 3 of you all battling for P1, it was really good to see.
Yeah,
and
it's close.
the start of that second round as well was really close because there was 5 drivers all within a second of each other. So you know you were all getting DRS off each other, which was really great to see. Because you had you 3, then you had Jansengek, who was literally just behind, I believe, was you, Brian, because you were in P3 at one point. So you had the Haas of Jansengek on your back, and then on his back he had a fellow new driver, which is the Social Mute in the Ferrari, who also had a great performance today, getting 5th in both of his races. So is there anything you want to add
No.
your description of the race, Brian, or are you happy with what you've said?
I'm really happy with what I said. No, I don't have anything more to say. No. No, it's a great race,
Okay.
great speech from Racer, really. He honored his name.
Yeah, great speech for you, because in my own league, I'm the fastest guy. I have no battles in my own league. I'm searching for battles because I want faster than this.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Right, I'll continue the interviews now, so we'll go on to Speed Razor. In your first 2 races with us here in WRL, you've managed to get joint second, or joint first, should I say, sorry, joint first with one of the fastest guys in the league in this division. So how do you feel that your races went, mate?
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, because what I also say, because what I say first, I search people to battle, because I'm the fastest in my own league. Yeah. So as Brian, he's really fast. He's really fast. He's faster as me. He's probably 7/10 per lap. I think fastest as me. That's a challenge. I like that.
So you're happy that you've joined us here in WRL then?
Yeah, sure.
It's good. It's always good to have drivers join us. No, it's really great to have new drivers coming in and challenging for wins and pole positions, because so far it's pretty much been 2 Hour Brian and my good friend Mew, who I'll get to very shortly. I want to interrogate him. So
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that.
Congratulations on your debut race here in Spain.
Thank you.
And you know, me and Dave really enjoyed watching you drive today. So it was a fantastic performance from our point of view, anyway. So congratulations again, and hopefully you can get more wins in the future with the races to come. It may be a little late because the standard of drivers that we've got here to possibly challenge for the title, but
yeah,
who knows? Anything can happen in Formula One, so we'll see what happens. So
that's
good
not
luck.
a problem.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
good luck
you.
for the rest of the season, mate.
Thank you.
Right, Mew.
Yes.
Mew. What happened to you, fella?
Yes, terrible performance.
Go on, tell us what happened, mate. We noticed you took a little vacation off turn 2. You decided to take a little trip off to Narnia and make love to one of the walls. So what happened there, mate? What happened from your point of view?
Yes, my first race is I'm hitting Jensen Gek is to hit him to me in the first corners. Dus I spun, my front wing is red. Dus I lost a lot of time of in the full race. Now the second race is definitely better than the first race. Dus yeah, Brian and Speed Racer, congratulations met your first and 2 podiums tonight.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, mate.
And my performance is also in Spain is not not great.
Well, to be honest, Mew, you say that your performance wasn't great, but that comeback drive that you did after pitting on the first lap onto the hard compounds from dead last to come back and nail and pretty much work your way all the way up into P5, that was a fantastic comeback drive, and that alone was worthy of a win.
Yes.
In my opinion, that drive was that comeback drive that you pulled off was absolutely phenomenal. So a big well done, especially from me and Dave, because I despise Spain with an absolute passion. So I don't think I could do that round Spain, but you made it look really easy, in all fairness. So a big well done from me and Dave there, definitely 100%. Your comeback drive in the first race was fantastic. In your second race at the end, you just lost P3 in the
Yes.
end due to getting another penalty in the
Yes.
last couple of laps.
Yes, I lost my brake points 2 or 3 times in 1 lap. Dus yes. And in the first race, you said it from the hard compound. My pace is really good on Spain. That's I think. And I have a 100% race to the computer. That is.
I get what you're saying, mate. It's
On my
absolutely
setup,
fine.
I have 2.5 hour to my setup run off.
Well, it's more than
I
my
have a
name.
lot of I have a lot of time in my setup.
Yeah, but the
Well,
pace clearly on the first stint on the softs, you were really fast. I couldn't come close to you. So it was pure the mediums that did break it down, you know.
Yes, on the medians can I speed racer to those. Is there the gap is too close?
Either way, Mew, in our opinions, you had 2 great races there. Obviously, you wanted more, but you're still here on the podium chat. So,
Yes.
a big congratulations and a well done. It was a great performance.
Thank you very much.
And you're still championship leader. So, you know,
Yes.
it's something to keep in the back of your mind, mate. You're still the man to beat at the moment, so just keep that at the back of your mind, and I'm sure you'll do well for the rest of the season.
I mean it is 11.5 points lost from Brian. That's the gap
Either
from
way.
me and Brian.
Yeah, either way, I think Brian is the only one that can challenge you at the moment, but Speed Razor has definitely. Now with Speed Razor joining us, you've got yourself that extra competitor, which I'm sure in your mind is a good thing, but also a bit of a bad one, because obviously you want to win. Obviously, every driver likes a bit of competition, and as it stands, even in my division in Bourbon, mine and Dave's division, I love a good old challenge, and now that I've got Slendy and Apophis to worry about, as well as vodka, now you know, I know every single week I've got to perform, and
Vodka's
I
really
think
quick.
that vodka is really quick.
Slendy also.
Me and him on time trial pretty much on every single track, within half a tenth to a tenth of each other on every single track. So
That's too close.
Me and him are constantly battling. Which is really good, because it makes me want to be a better driver and it helps me improve. So if he's busting my balls, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna try and bust his, to try and help each other become better drivers at the end of the day, which is what this community is all about. But to wrap up this interview, guys, I'm just gonna ask you all. Next week, we've got one of my favourite tracks on the calendar, which is Monaco. How do you guys feel about Monaco? How do you feel about Monaco?
It's a great track.
Great track? So
I love it.
You're hoping for a win there, Speed?
No, not for a win, but top 3.
Top 3, Brian?
I like it a lot, Monaco. One of my favorite circuits.
In the
Yeah.
night.
Mew?
It's a difficult one, but I like it.
and I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure we will be running Monaco at night instead of
Alright.
official.
Serious? I like it.
So I think
Okay.
we will be running Monaco at night just for the fact that we can.
Just because we can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because we can, I think we are going to be running Monaco at night. So
Alright.
hopefully you guys will
Wow.
have some fun at night time around Monaco.
Yes.
Just confirm who actually has controllers and wheels? Are you three all running on controllers?
I'm a
Wheel.
regiment controller.
Wheel.
So Brian and Speed, you two on wheels, so you two technically have the advantage around Monaco. Okay. Well,
Alright.
thank
Nice
you
to hear.
guys for thank you guys for racing today. Again, it was a great performance from all three of you here. I've been WL Hamilton. With me again was Easy Eye Dave for the Tequila division, and that is the end of round 5 at the Circuit de Catalunya of Spain.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.